Hello from Deal News Labs. I'm Jeff Summagy. Today we are going to be testing the staple of standardized testing, the number 2 pencil, also called the HB pencil. That stands for hard black. That is a fact, not a fun fact, just a fact. Now, in this day and age of internet, phones, and cellulite connected devices, chances are the only time you're going to be using one of these is for a standardized test, or unless you have really long fingernails and you use them to type with. I saw that in a bank on Staten Island once. True story. So how are we going to test them? Well, what I did is I got together 3 of the most common generic brands from Staples, from Office Max, and from Office Depot, and we're going to test them against the name brand of the Ticonderoga pencil. I mean, in the world of number 2 pencils, it's about as name brand as you get, I guess. And I mean, look right there. It says the world's best pencil. So I think it's a good one to test against. Our first test is going to see how well each of them takes a point. After all, you don't want to be mid-test and snap your lead and find out that it takes a belt sander to get your point back. So let's get sharp. Well, the clear winner is the Ticonderoga. It takes a very nice sharp point to it, and in less than 30 twists of the sharpener. So winner right there. The worst of the bunch were the Office Depot and Staples pencils. After forcing a point onto them and probably getting irreparable carpal tunnel damage, I did manage to get an acceptable point on them, but the time that it would take you to sharpen these would probably be best applied to the test itself. So clear losers there. But how well do they work as a writing implement? In order to find out, I'm going to simulate a test-taking situation. I'll write something down and then fill in some imaginary Scantron bubbles or standardized test bubbles, whatever you called them, where you're from. So, all right, begin. And pencils down. Oof. Even pretending to fill in bubbles brings back some bad SAT memories. Anyway, overall, they all kind of look the same, except that the Ticonderoga felt different when I was using it. It felt strong, like it wouldn't snap under the pressure of writing. It's kind of hard to explain what was actually different about it. I guess I kind of know how the Top Gear guys feel when they're trying to describe a car.
The Ticonderoga. It handles well in the turns and has smooth lines. A true writer's pencil with plenty of power under the wood.
The Staples and Office Depot pencils were okay, not so great, not so bad, but it was the Office Max pencil that was the worst. It felt soft, almost mushy when you used it, like you could feel the tip of it getting shorter as you wrote. So avoid that one. In our third test, we encourage you to admit that everyone can make mistakes. That's what The Eraser is for. And by that, I mean The Eraser was a terrible movie. Topical Schwarzenegger reference in 2012. But how do the erasers on these pencils work? Well, let's get to wiping out the evidence. And once again, the clear winner is the Ticonderoga. It cleanly and efficiently got rid of the words. There's still a little bit of a ghost of the bubbles left, but it still did way better than the other 3. In fact, all 3 of the generic store-bought ones, the erasers felt really smushy and left a lot of crumbs behind. In fact, on this one, you could even see how much of the eraser just got eaten away by a simple erasing here. So with all of these, I hope you don't make a lot of mistakes. Otherwise, you're going to run out of eraser before you run out of pencil. So there you have it, folks. The Ticonderoga, or name brand pencil, is actually your best bet. It sharpens better, takes a point better, feels more strong when you use it, and even erases better. So why throw money away on pencils that you're going to be frustrated with when for a couple cents more per piece, you're going to be happier with the name brand Ticonderoga? There is also one thing that they all do really well, and that's this. Looks like a rubber pencil. Did you ever do that? It looks like a rubber pencil. For DealNews.com, I'm Jeff Summagy. Bye.